Hey Stephanie, I hope you're doing well. I can't believe it's our last week in our sheet critique class. It feels like it's flown by. I hope you have enjoyed it so far, and I hope you've learned some stuff. And I hope you know that just because the 4 weeks is up does not mean I'm not here to help. So anytime you need me, just send me an email at info@seniorology.com, and I'll continue to help you and watch you grow in your portrait business. So I've read through your marketing that you've done so far, and it looks like you've done a lot, and I think that's great. I think after reading all this, I think these are awesome things that you can do, and definitely something to get your name out there. But I think at this point in your business, it might be, as far as like 2013 goes, it might be time to charge for some of this stuff. I don't want you to get pigeonholed as the person that'll just do it for free. Sometimes the more you give, the less you get booked because people are just going to wait till you give something else. So while you have to, it's kind of a fine line, to be honest with you. It's a fine line between how much you actually give away and how much before you get sort of pigeonholed into that. Free photographer kind of mentality, and I just don't want you to get stuck there. So all of these things are great in the very beginning, and which you are. But again, January 2013, I say pick a few of these things that work the best and start charging some money for them, and not do as much because, as you said, word of mouth has really been the best, and that's free. So I think you've gotten a lot of portfolio stuff, and I think you've gotten a lot of practice, and I think you've gotten your name out there. So now it's probably just time to do a few things to continue to get your name in front of people, but not so much free stuff. I think you are in a very unique situation, being that you are the cross country and track coach at a high school. So you have got access to seniors like nobody else really does. So I think that's perfect, and I think friending your students and um, having them be your reps and getting the word out and that sort of thing is definitely great. Plus, it gives you access to what teens want these days, what they're up to. You hear them talk. Use that. Listen and keep your ears out and try to figure out what it is that they are talking about and what they're liking and what they're doing and all that good stuff. Use that to your advantage because most people don't have that. So you are very, in a very unique position. I think that, advertising is great. What I've started to do instead of actually paying for an ad in the yearbook, I've actually taken enough pictures now that my the seniors that I've taken photos for have started using those photos in the back of the yearbook for the ads that they purchased. I don't know if your school does that, but my school, like, in addition to their typical yearbook photo, they'll take a ad out in the back of the yearbook and put like a different kind of photo, and usually it's one of my photos. So that works great for me because I don't have to pay for it. But then they are always asked, "Oh my gosh, who took your picture?" Da da da. So I think with more seniors you get, you can start to kind of transition into that and not have to pay for advertising as much. I think that teaming up with a local boutique for kids stuff is great, but if you want to do seniors, you can also take that same sort of mentality and do it for a boutique that gears toward teens and young adults, and talk with them and figure out a way that you both can work together. A good thing to do is maybe sort of team up with a local boutique and see if they'll sort of cut you a deal on if you were to buy 10 gift cards. And maybe they give you a little bit of a discount because you're going to buy so much. And then every time you book a senior, you send them a welcome guide and that says, hey, can't wait to take your photos. Here's a great little gift for a local boutique so you can go get your clothes and all outfit and everything ready for your awesome senior photos. Or you can see if they'll give you a coupon, not necessarily a gift card, but maybe they'll give you some coupons that you can include in the welcome guide. And then in return, since you will be advertising for them, maybe they can put your business card or hang some of your photos up that maybe you've taken of those seniors that went to that shop and shopped before their senior photo session. So that's how you can sort of parlay that same sort of boutique marketing thing into the senior section, which I know you want to get into. So again, I think that everything you've done is really great. I don't want you to give away too much because you have, I think now you've got to sort of start trying to make some money and sort of start, realizing that you've got some great experience under your belt, and now it's, time to start doing some things that are charging. I will tell you that a lot of times you don't necessarily see the return on reps and that sort of thing until the spring. Depending on where you are and what your where your senior season is. But yeah, I mean, a lot of times they'll talk you up and talk you up and talk you up, but then the new seniors don't book you till like toward the end of the year when they realize, oh man, I was supposed to get my senior photo. So I think you'll pick back up toward the spring and get some last minute 2000 graduating 2013 seniors, and then you start again with your 2000 14 senior reps and go from there and let them start marketing. But it does take some time, and it takes every year you'll build a little bit more and a little bit more. And I've seen that happen. The first time I did a senior rep program, I got no referrals. And then slowly but surely, I kept getting a little more each year. You just have to keep tweaking it and doing what works for you, and watching what works and what doesn't work, seeing what motivates the seniors more than others, like what they'll do for the rep program. Are they motivated by cash? Are they motivated by prints and products? Like, what are they motivated by? And like I say, because you're right in that age group and you teach that age group and you're around it all day long, you really can probably hone in on that and listen to what they're talking about and talk to them and ask them. Just maybe even set up a focus group, like handpick a couple of students from all different, maybe a cheerleader, maybe a cross country girl, maybe a girl that's, not involved in sports, maybe a dancer. Pick a couple of different girls from different groups and just have a meeting with them and sit them down and say, okay, hey guys, listen, this is what I'm trying to do. I really want to talk to you guys about what you like, what you don't like what attracts you to a certain photographer versus another one. I think that would be great since you have access to these kids and it's really valuable information and great way to market yourself. Because if you come across as somebody that's really trying to give them what they want and be interested in them, I think you'll go really far. So I think that should be something that you could be able to do. But it does take a little while. So yeah, you do have to be patient and you do have to just keep working at it and see that your goal is to be able to quit teaching. And I understand that. So just keep at it and get your name out there and keep working these different processes that you're doing. Work the boutique thing, work your angle as being a teacher. Just constantly get your name out there, but also just stop and talk to them and see, what their thoughts are. Let's see. Um, I think I still need to answer your question, and I saw that you posted, so I'm going to write you a reply about your pricing thing and how you should go about doing that. So for this video, I won't talk about that, but I'll just go write you a post. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me, info@seniorology.com, and I'll talk to you soon.